Okay folks, I've got the fish put onto the stringer, and all you do, like I showed you, is the pointed end goes through the gills, then you go through the hook and you can put on as many fish as you want here. We're going to cut right to the part of cleaning the fish, and if you don't want to watch this part, that's fine, but I believe that everybody should know that if you're eating live animals, then they have to be killed, and they have to be cleaned, and they have to be prepared. So I think it's a good thing to know, especially for children, to know that living things are killed when you eat them, and that's just a part of the natural cycle of life. What you do on fish is you can hold them through the gills, and that's the safest place to do it. It gives you a place to keep your fingers out of the way while you're cleaning them. You need a nice sharp pocket knife like this. You start in the anus of the fish and squeeze the little stuff out that might come out. You start in the anus hole, which is at the bottom base of the fish, and you just take your knife, working it in carefully. You cut right up their stomach. To the gill plate. Put your finger inside there. Then you want to get behind these gills. Get behind the gills with your knife. Cut up through that. Now this fish was already dead, so I didn't have to worry about it. We're going to throw those fish eggs and the innards right back out into the little stream, and the other fish will eat that. That becomes food for the fish. You remove all the innards, and there isn't a whole lot on a fish. Reach behind the gills, and if you grab right in there with your fingers, you can just take that whole piece right out of there. Then you take your thumb and scrape all the blood out. And it works best if you do this right next to the water where you caught them. This water is very cold, so it keeps the meat very, very fresh, very protected from anything. Throw everything that you can back into the water. The fish, the beavers, the bugs, and all will eat that right down and return it right back to where it came to make more fish. Just scrape that out with your fingers. Then you want to rinse it off in the water. And you can see that once it's rinsed, the meat is just perfectly clean. Do a little bit more cleanup with your fingers. And then I leave the heads on them until I get them home. And then I cut the heads off of them, but you can cut the heads off of them. You can throw that back in the water too. But that's a nice little fish. A couple of those will make a nice meal for an adult, one for a kid, and that's really all that's necessary. And that's the way you clean a fish.